Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A little update from Ukraine, from the Ukrainian front, and some information coming from the United States of America saying that actually the intel flow between US and Ukraine has never been shut off. It was just a lie. And the other one is good news maybe for the Russians. The Americans supposedly discuss or consider easing sanctions on Russian oil. They don't do this because they're nice people, it's because it benefits them. So they know they're losing there, therefore they have to make it in a way that they win. So we're going to discuss that as well. So let's start with the first article coming from Ukrainska Pravda. This is from Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. Ukrainian air defense downs Iskander-M ballistic missile and 79 UAV overnight. So Iskander-M ballistic, oh my God, these are so good. The Russians have attacked Ukraine with an Iskander-M ballistic missile and 126 Shahed attack UAVs and decoy drones of various types since the evening of 10th of March. The missile and 79 drones have been downed. So they've been shot down over Kharkiv, Poltava, Sumy, Chernihiv, Kiev, Zhytomyr, Vinnytsia, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, Odessa, and Kursk Oblast. These are the crescent, the fertile crescent. Kiev, Chernihiv, Sumy, Kharkiv, Kharkov, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, Mykolaiv, and Odessa. This, the right here. This is, I think it was Vinnytsia out there somewhere, over there. So I was Vinnytsia. Yes, Vinnytsia was in Zhytomyr. Vinnytsia and Zhytomyr, the rest are in the Zhytomyr and Vinnytsia. So here is like a circle. That's what they did. Let's see where they launched the attacks from. They all right, there it says that they started the attacks from a missile was launched from Taganrog, while the drones were launched from Russian cities of Oryol, Shatalovo, Milerovo, Kursk, Bryansk, and Primorsko-Akhtarsk. So this is from Taganrog. We'll see that it is located. So Taganrog is right here on the, it's a port on the Azov Sea of Azov. So the missile was launched from here and it was destroyed, obviously, according to Ukrainians. The drones were launched from Bryansk, Oryol, Kursk, and you got Milerovo right here, and then you got Primorsko-Akhtarsk right here. These are the areas where the drones and the missile was launched. Next one, Ukrinform. Ukraine downs Russian ballistic missile, 79 drones overnight. And here is the evidence. See, you can count them. They're right there, downed for you. Russia prepares for offensive on Sudzha in Kursk Oblast in coming days. So let's see where Sudzha is. Supposedly there are some North Koreans fighting over there because the Russians somehow lost their bows. So where is Sudzha? Sudzha is in Kursk Oblast, where the NATO invasion using the Ukrainians occurred, NATO invasion of Russia. And Sudzha is the big city conquered by the Ukrainians here. So the Russians are going to cut them off here, I suspect, or here. This is going to be done in about, I would say, if nothing happened major in the world, this would be done in, I would say, 2 to 3 months. So they're preparing a major attack on Sudzha in the following days. Russian forces have been consolidating their position in Kursk Oblast and preparing for an offensive on the town of Sudzha in the coming days. Next, Trump's team considers easing sanctions on Russian oil, Bloomberg. Don't think that he's doing this to do the Russians a favor. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes, but you get something in return. So what I think it was, these guys shot themselves in the foot with their sanctions, and they realized that the Russians found other markets where they can sell their oil. Therefore, they can't destroy that. They need the Russians to participate, because it seems like the Russians with their OPEC did something that the Americans did not anticipate, or at least they failed. They stuck together. Saudi Arabia with the Russians and other countries from OPEC group, they did not bulge the Americans. Therefore, they're gonna probably ease the sanctions. Why? Somewhere the Americans benefit. Believe me, it's not because we are nice. No, it's, and I'm assuming the imbeciles in Europe will follow suit. So let's see how the Americans, I think, lied, and who lets us know about it? None other than Middle East envoy. So this Middle East envoy, the Jewish guy right here, called, what's his name? Witkoff. He's going to tell us what happens in Ukraine, where you have a Jewish president. U.S. intel sharing with Ukraine has never been shut off, he says. Washington previously said it has suspended cooperation following a dispute between Donald Trump and Vladimir Zelensky last month. Speaking to Fox News on Monday, Witkoff said that his best understanding is that the U.S. have never shut off the intelligence for anything defensive that the Ukrainians need. So remember, this guy right here is the Middle East envoy, but he has a problem. He's going to be with, he deals with Russia and Ukraine conflict somehow. All right, so what else we have here? U.S. states no limits on intelligence access to Ukraine defense. Mr. Witkoff, the same thing. U.S. states no limits on intelligence access to Ukraine defense. This guy. Why is this guy introduced over there? By the way, just so you know, he is right there, not there. He's just a guy who is Jewish. Just a coincidence. But he's going to go and talk with the Russians. Supposedly he's going to be impartial, whereas Zelensky is Jewish. I suspect this guy is going to be the next Secretary of State after Rubio is cut off. Or maybe he's going to be from behind the scenes, because that's how they operate. Sometimes they show too much chutzpah, and then the population sees that, pick up their pitchforks and torches, and they look for them, and that's not good. So that's about it with this little update from Ukraine. Not much seemed to have happened. I made another video a minute ago. I uploaded it with the Ukrainians launching the largest to date attack on Moscow and Russia. I'm talking about drone attack. I know. It was 337 drones launched on Moscow overnight of the 10th to the 11th. And there were 74 drones that attacked Moscow. Go and watch the other video if you want details on the attack. So the thing here is clear. The Russians will push these guys forward, and the West will realize that, hey, we've been screwing ourselves too much with our own sanctions imposed on Russia. Something I said many times before. They just, I don't think they work for their own interest. I think they work for some other interests, and that's not good for us. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.